That's funny you mentioned Nike right off the bat. That's so funny.
Yeah, I know. What's going on? How you guys doing? This is Strat Soldier here with the podcast in Force, the only podcast with me, the Strat Soldier, and JJ over there. I always do the pointing wrong. Anyway, there he is. Um, Out here looking at the market through the eyes of the Strat. How you doing? We just you brought up Nike. We might as well go ahead and start with Nike. Nike 212 back up on the week. I have a small position. We've been talking about Nike, and I know you like Nike. That's why I got it. I got a little small position there, but once that thing starts moving, I'll add to it. Since we started talking about Nike, we'll start with Nike, and then we'll come back to the normal intro we usually do.
All right.
What do you think about
Um,
Nike? What you got
so
on
you want
Nike?
you want you want to talk about Nike right off the bat?
Real quick, just we'll just since you brought up Nike, we'll talk about Nike real fast.
Okay, it's pretty simple here. If you look at the last month of the year on Nike, all right, Nike finished the quarter to the downside pretty heavily. They tried to get a little picking back up here. There you go. All right. So you
Yeah,
got to see this one here. Is that me? Is that me showing your arrow?
that's B.
That's pretty cool. All right, so you got the 3-1-2 right here. You got the 3-1-2, and then what we look for is to take out the one and then go 3-1-3. And
Yep.
then we look for then we our magnitude should be 69.28. But I think more importantly is that we're going to have a 3-1-3 setup coming in and we'll be sitting on the high of the year.
Yeah.
All right. And
Hmm.
and then we finally maybe get an opportunity. And what has been good is the diamonds have been good. All
Yes.
right. So
Hmm.
the diamonds have been good. Spy is a wreck, and the Qs are a wreck.
Yes.
Because you could just see by pulling up. There you go. Look at the monthly on the Spy. I mean, there you go. Stuck in the
Yeah.
middle, indecision,
Yeah.
doesn't know what to do. And then if you pull up, if you pull up, we talk a lot about how they chop, right? So
Yeah.
we say we embrace the chop. So if you pull up the dailies,
Daily.
uh,
Yes.
look,
Oh my
look
gosh, the chop on the
I mean,
daily.
look at
Yes.
this. I gotta say that I haven't seen the Spy like this in a while.
It's
This is
terrible.
abs. It's horrible.
Yeah.
Um, I don't know how to get out. It's just so I'm not. I'm not. I like today. I was talking to my people today, and I said, you know what? I think you're better off to just sit tight till the end of the month because the way things are going right now, until we get a new month, the Spy just is not going to get going here. And all this up and down business. It's just like it's chop, 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 chop.
Yeah.
So now we're trying to get back up to the highs there again, but we're not going anywhere. So that's why I talked about this a few weeks ago. I said, can the diamonds exist on its own without the Spy and without the Qs?
Mm.
And we proved that we can. Okay,
Yes.
because we went to 50,000 on the
Yes.
dime on the Dow,
Hmm.
right? Look at Cat Tractor. I mean, come on, seriously, the thing's going to be at 800 bucks.
Yeah.
Um, this is what, and this is kind of in the teachings that I was talking about was saying that we can we. I always I gravitate towards the Dow anyway, just because when I was down on the trading floor all the time, that was the main index that I watched all the time. We had a big wall, big thing on a wall, and it would tell us the Dow. So I was I always relate more to the Dow than the S&P 500 and the Qs. Um, but this has been pretty nice that we're holding up. Retail is pretty decent. Walmart just had a really nice run. kind of crapped the bed here the last couple days now, but we got Walmart reporting tomorrow morning. All right,
Mm,
so
yeah.
know that we'll see if Walmart can get back to its running ways. So it's like so that's the and then Nike came up here. I mean, I'm always watching it. I got a little bit at 65 and change, but like I said, just like you, we'll probably add some more as we go. But the bigger picture is that you can the the diamonds can exist on their own without
Yeah.
the S&P 500, and
Yeah.
that's what's
And
happening.
it's been really interesting because you got in the Dow, you got, let's just go down to Dow. Where you at? Where you at, Dow? There you are. You already mentioned Cat Tractor. You got Boeing. Yeah, it's Boeing's a little messy right now, but yeah, you got Boeing ripping to the highs. Here's your weeks, and you got all these energy stocks. You got uh you got some consumer staples in there. Coca-Cola, you
Yeah,
know. You got the
yeah, you're right.
banks in there. You
You're
got
you're you're right
mhm,
on. You're right on. That's
yeah.
exactly all the ones that are moving you just mentioned. Uh, most of our energy stocks are two up.
Hmm.
Um, so does that mean that we're going to get the two back down?
Yeah, that's a good question. I actually brought up I brought up XLE because it looked like there was going to be some downside, at least some profit taking, and it went straight back up. So and that happens. That's why we use stops. But I was looking at VLO, I was looking at Chevron, and then XOM. And let's see, XOM's in here. Where are you at? Where are you at? Anyway, I'll just go straight to XOM. And yeah, 2-2 reversal back down on the week. It went down for a little bit, but it just came right back
Yeah.
up. So,
Yeah, they brought him in a little bit.
uh-huh.
Today, I mean, just look today, man. The Yuko was up over 8% today. And
Hmm.
then you look at your light sweet crude, which is your slash CL, um, up what 2.5% today on that one.
Hmm.
So big oil update today, but it seems like every time oil gets up, they seem to smack them back down. So I'm going to be interested to see if the oil rally can continue. Now
Yeah.
Chevron and like you said, all those stocks, Valero, everything is two up. I can't go buying energy up here now.
Break them back down so the poor folk can get them, huh?
Yeah, or at least bring them in something. Um, I really kind of gauge everything from the week now. It's
Yeah.
like it's it's too easy to get triangled out on a day,
Yep.
and it's just a little tougher to get triangled out on a week.
Yeah. Yep.
Does that make sense?
Yes, that makes 100% makes sense. Um, Shoot, we were looking at some stocks. I did a thing with TrendSpider earlier today, and we were looking at some stocks. What were we looking at? Oxy, was it Oxy?
Yeah.
No, Oxy's good. But we were looking at maybe was it Uber Dash
eBay had
eBay.
earnings today.
eBay had earnings. It did pretty good.
Yeah, they did
Uh,
really well.
yeah, they did really well. So I was talking to them and I brought this up. I'm bringing this up about, that's the weekly, sorry. 1 hour. I'm bringing this up because you brought up the weekly, but this is after hours right here. We were talking
Okay.
about, okay, why, getting in on eBay, when would you do it? We had earnings, so we talked about earnings. But I'm like, at least if I'm going to take something the opposite, if it's going down, it's two down on the month. If I'm looking for something that might go the opposite direction, I need at least a 2-2 reversal back up on the week. Like I need a reversal on the week to let me know the buyers are really in there. So
Right.
so we'll see where this opens up tomorrow with the earnings, but that's what I was talking about with them, and that's kind of like what you're saying as well. Like it's too easy to get triangled out on a day, and I'm not looking for this domino effect of like waiting, hopefully this 15-minute triggers the 30, which triggers the 60, which triggers the daily, which triggers the weekly, like keep on, I'm not looking for some magic bullet to do all that. I want to know where the buyers are really at, and I want to work it. So, um, So that's like anyway. I brought that up. eBay. This has nothing to do with anything but Fig. Fig was one thing that we're looking at. AI thing. It went crazy. This app
Yeah,
is.
that one I kind of watch here too, a little bit.
Hmm.
Fig.
Yeah.
Um,
FIG.
I'm just kind of
Not.
looking at it. This is kind of a new stock, right? It hasn't been around that
Yeah.
long.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Brand new. So and this also came up in conversation as well because it was like, let me see a reversal on the week before I really start trying to dabble in because look at that month. My goodness.
Yeah, yeah.
That's nasty.
I like that one week.
Yeah. Yeah, it could go. It could go. If I, start a small position and see if it works and then we can add to it. But
Yeah, this has been down pretty good too. Yeah.
yeah. Yeah. So, since we just jumped right into it, action packed.
Yeah, we
We should
did.
Yeah, we did. How's it been going? January, we skipped January. That's my fault. And in February, I was texting you. I was like, we can't skip another month, man. What's going on? So, and that's my fault again. Work's been busy, so I appreciate you being here, JJ. And you're right. Dow hit 5,000. That's amazing. That's amazing. Anything else good that you guys? How you been? How you been? 2026.
I'm good. I'm good. Trading's been okay. Anything else is, yeah, I have no complaints about anything. Things are going good for me. Family's good. Everybody's doing well. So yeah, I feel good, and I turned another year here, so now I'm 60. So it's kind of freaking me out a little bit, but
Yeah.
here we go. Already halfway through a year here. It's unbelievable. More than halfway through the year already here.
Yeah,
So don't get 60 because you know what happens. You'll see how time will fly, boy. Woo, it's
man,
crazy.
I hear about that. I hear it. I hear it.
Yeah, it's unbelievable.
Yeah, things
Yeah,
are
it's
things are
unbelievable how
going.
quickly it goes.
Yeah, yeah. Things are going well here too. Yeah, I know what you mean about things kind of going quickly, just because just trading, the pattern of trading, like, okay, we got earnings. All right. And then, then we go through earnings season. And then, you got regular, things that happen on the calendar days, at home and work and things like that. But then, we have some news, but the market always has its things. And
For sure.
doing this since 2019, it is interesting to see the patterns. Now, one thing I'll go talking about SPY. Um, I agree with you. I've never seen. I've only been doing this a while. All right, compared to you, I've only been doing this a little bit. I have never seen SPY just chopping around like that. Golly, and you know what it reminds me of? It reminds me like a. I'm telling my people it's kind of like a moth, like when it hits when a moth's in the house and it goes to the light bulb, straight to the light bulb, and it bangs its like its head on the, and that's what it just keeps doing. It just
Yeah,
keeps
yeah,
hitting
yeah.
it. Comes down,
That's a
hits it
good
again, comes
analogy.
down, hits it again. Yeah,
Yeah, that's
driving.
a
Yeah,
good analogy. That's exactly because it's attracted to the light, and then it seems like once it hits it, it just goes away from it.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, even on the weekly, if you just pull it up on the weekly too, man, it's just see what you
Hmm.
see what's going on there. So
Yeah.
like I said, I just in the last couple of days, I'm just like telling everybody, listen, I got a new name, and this is what we look at we talk about them seven stocks, right?
Hmm.
These the holy grail of the stock market, artificial intelligence, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Um, so I call it the lag seven, the lag
The
seven.
lag
That's
seven. There you go.
because that's what it's doing, man. It's just a laggard. It is just cannot get its act together. Every single rally has been squelched, and every move to the upside has been sent home packing. All right. So until the lag is over, we're not going to see the mag.
Yeah. It's
And I don't see. I think maybe I'm talking probably maybe going into June at this point.
Mm-hmm.
By the time maybe, looking into the second quarter, maybe, maybe we start looking at May, June in that area.
Uh-huh.
Um, I don't know. I mean, we're going into March here, right? So March typically can be a scary month with some of the biggest stock market crashes happens between October and March. I,
Yeah.
I don't I don't see anything like that, but what I really will pay attention to is how March comes in. All right. So and as it looks right now, it's definitely kind of coming in like a little bit of a lamb. You know, the lag seven isn't doing anything. You can count on the fact that it will triangle you out. I promise you
Yeah.
that. If you want to go buy this stuff, you'll find out pretty fast how to lose money. All right. You go ahead and buy Google at 312, and you will be selling it at 309 or
Yeah.
308. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I'm going to pay close attention to how the new month comes in, and I mean with the SPY where it is right now, I was telling the guys in the office, I'm like, have we put the highs in for the year?
Yeah. Could be. Yeah, just
Have
keep.
we? I
Yeah.
don't know. I don't know.
I don't look at Fibonacci's at all. I really don't. But TrendSpider has them pretty. You can hit the button and click it. So I click it, and you can see for weeks spies just sitting here at the highs. I mean, we got our broadening formation, but it's just sitting there at the highs, just chopping around. Not doing great. Um, and then QQQ. I've been watching QQQ just because it did go two down, 2-1-2 down on, no, it went 2-2 down on the month. And I've been watching these weeks, and I was telling my guys, compound three, and then all these bars are stuck in these bars. So
Yeah,
it's inside, it's a chop. I mean, this is a better representation of the chop, but it's just, you know, and I don't know. It seems like I want to say the administration. I don't know if that's the right word. Uh, the the people, the president, the people, whoever that keeps pumping this market up, trying to keep it at the highs. It's like I said, it's just doing this. We see it, we see it. But like I said, it just keeps hitting the highs, coming right back down. Hits the highs, coming right back down. So yeah, last year in February, everything was that last year? No, that was 2025. Yep, 2025. February, March to the lows. February, March, April to the lows.
oh,
And I was
that's
trying.
last year where you're pointing to right there.
Yeah, February
Okay.
2025, March, April.
Oh, yeah, right. April we
Mhm.
had the big move to the downside, and then
Yep,
they reversed and came back up.
yep, 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 yep. So
Right, right.
I was thinking, because like I said, QQQ went 2-2 down on the month. So I was thinking, okay, SPY might do the same thing, and maybe we start to see a pattern to this. You know what I mean? Maybe they're out there doing whatever they can to get the market to go down, just so it can come right back up. But
That's what
so
we're
far, only
getting
Q,
though.
yeah, so far only QQQ has been doing that. So
Yeah.
it's messy.
My equilibrium for Qs is 612, and when we broke through, we when we broke through the second time, now we're handily below 612.
Yeah.
I'm just looking at a weekly on there, but that's kind of my equilibrium for where this thing's at. So
Hmm.
612. Now we broke below there again for the, we went above there. We made that high, but that's dating back. All right,
Yeah.
so that's back. So we're gonna look for like just in this next whatever since 26, right? So from the beginning of January to where we are right now, we opened above 612. We broke through. We got above it again, and we broke through again. And now we're green on the week here, and we're sitting below 612. So that's kind of my number. I'm gauging it there. If it starts to get back up through 612, then maybe it's got that chance to get back to the 623, 24. I don't know. I don't really know, man. Until the lag seven starts doing something, and there's a lot of other tech stocks. Look what happened to I was in Cisco, and I
Cisco.
made I made some money on Cisco. Now look at Cisco on the month. I mean, what the hell happened? See what
Let's
the month
see.
did?
Oh, wow. Yeah, that's that week right here. What
You
the
know,
heck?
I got out before the earnings. I didn't want to take that thing into earnings. I made some money on it. And
Yeah.
then you see what happened. I
Yeah.
mean, what the hell happened to Cisco? It's
Yeah.
like, how do you trade that now? You,
How
you
do you
don't you
trade
don't
that?
touch it. You don't touch it.
No, no. Let's
Look
see if
at
there's
that.
anything. Let's see if there's
Look at
anything in here
I mean, look at
stand
the
out.
weekly. Look at the weekly on it.
Yeah.
You see it right there. Look at that. So
Yeah.
now you're 2-1 back inside and you're in hell forever.
Yeah. Motherboard problems for sure. Motherboard
Yeah,
problems for sure. So that's why I
and
tell
this, but
people
but the stock's been going well. The stock was going well, and then all of a sudden they just missed their number.
something. Let's see here. I'm trying to see if there's anything obvious here. Um, mm, Nothing obvious. Let me see here. Cisco rallies or raises FY26 adjusted EPS guidance from $4.08 to 4.14.
Yeah,
Mm, I wonder why. Yeah, yeah. Hmm. C sales. Okay, blah blah blah. Now I don't see anything obviously like crazy. They beat. Yeah, they
all I
beat.
knew is that I didn't want to take it into earnings, so I got out before the earnings hit. Um, it's just like sometimes if you're spooked, then
Yeah,
then uh, then take your hunch, man.
yeah,
You know, we talk a lot about that too, about psychology of trading and things like that, and you know, changing your mind about things that you think about. It's like
yeah,
like if you're going into a position with something like we're looking at Nike. It's funny that we were both interested in it. It's like if we're in, man, we're all in. You
yeah,
know, and the stop's going down. All right, we're going to
yeah,
take some risk. We could also look at selling a put. And try to get some credits on the move on the other way too. So
yeah,
either way, so that's like we talk a lot about that too to my guys in the Discord and stuff. So it's like say what you're saying, you like what you like, and make a good argument to yourself that says it's going to happen, and then take go from there.
yeah. No, I like it. I like it a lot. Yeah, yeah. Trade what you know to be true, and if it doesn't,
Right.
yeah.
Right. I mean, you gotta, I mean, we, so, and they don't all go. Most of them don't.
Hmm. Yeah. That's why we use stops. That's why we use
Yeah,
stops.
that's exact right. That's
Yeah.
that is why we use stops. That's correct.
Yeah, yeah,
Um,
yeah. There's some, it seems like the more I talk about, stops and using stops, the more someone else comes back and says, well, there's a new thing out called zero sum for zero, where basically they're saying, put what you can in the option if you're in and expect it to go to absolute zero. And I keep telling people that's not what we do. That's not as strategers. That's not what we do. When it works, I'm sure it's awesome. But when it doesn't work, you just lost, 350
yeah,
bucks. Yeah, you just
yeah. I'd be careful with that. I,
yeah,
I, I
and
agree. I'm on the same page with you on that one.
yeah,
Yeah,
I
I don't
don't
know if I'd be going down that road. Um,
no. Because how many
yeah,
more
it's
times
not.
how many times can you do that, Jeez.
Yeah. You can't, yeah, it's like, going to the well is fine until you can't anymore.
Till you get a Cisco.
That, yeah, I mean, you can almost wreck yourself in a sense, where it's hard to get back to where you come from sometimes.
Hmm. Yes.
So, so you got to be careful with that.
Yeah.
To know what your fundamentals are, and what we do is, we stick to the strat, and that's what we do. And, Rob set this thing up to be this way, and it works. It works for sure. He could have been a little bit better at telling us how to get into positions.
Hmm.
Maybe that was one thing. If I had
Hmm.
any judgments, and I don't have any really, but
Hmm.
getting into the position is so important. It really is. That's really one of the big things too. And then
Yeah.
adding's tricky too.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know, so
Hmm.
so
Yeah.
those things are challenging too. So that's yes, but for the strat for what we do, you know what we do.
Yeah.
We follow what was taught to us.
Yeah. Yep. And like you said, it works. It works. Uh, is there, let me see here. Anything, let me see here. Stock. I know I keep flipping back and forth. Sorry, guys. Uh, for the people out there watching, if it's driving you nuts, sorry about that. XLE has been definitely going awesome. XLE, we talked about that. XLP, uh, another one. And I've been telling since you've been saying it, I've been re-saying it that this is a defensive position because I always see utilities. Rob used to say utilities is a defensive position, but you were saying this one is as well. And this just beginning of the year, January, February, just out of nowhere, XLP, like wow, no, no,
Yeah, and they were if go looking at XLP's got a nice 2 month up to start. If the market keeps going like it's going to be, XLP's where you got to be. All right.
hmm yeah,
I get the week now. If you look at that weekly, you do got this is an opportunity right here on that weekly.
hmm yeah,
That's
yeah,
an opportunity.
hmm
Maybe that's going to give us a 2-2 back down. All right.
yes, uh-huh,
And but like I said, um, the one thing that we proved is that yes, the Dow can go up and the S&P 500 can go down. So that we know that for sure. So you got to find them places where you're going to be able to eke out some money. All right, with if AI just continues to fall apart so I don't
yeah,
know. I don't know, but I think you definitely want to buy dips on XLP. Utilities are tricky, man. They had a really nice move up the other day, and then they dumped it right back inside. So there's the weekly. If you look at the daily that thing had the other day, yeah, look at that day.
yeah,
That was crazy. And
yeah,
then and then here they are taking their profits immediately back on that. I,
yeah,
I, I I think the utilities are the same as the as the staples, and I
yeah,
think that I think you could put discretionaries in there as well too. We got a lot of these discretionary. Look at McDonald's, man. I got up to
Mc-
all-time highs at $328.
nice,
That's a new all-time high for McDonald's. You
yeah,
know,
it's
Chipotle,
crazy.
I don't know. I don't know what's going on at Chipotle. The
Burritos.
place is always crowded every time I go by that store. It's just,
Is it
you know,
CME?
it's it should be at like $40. It's yeah,
Chipotle.
CMG.
What's that?
CMG. Chipotle Mexican
CMG.
Grill.
That's what it is.
CMG, that's it.
Yeah, I put
This
CME.
one I don't know, man. It's just not getting it done.
Mm-mm.
Uh,
Burritos.
I mean, look at Cheesecake Factory killing it.
Yeah, we were talking about that. Yeah, we were talking about that. What happened? Yeah, yeah. What are
Cheesecake
they?
Factory's been great, and
Yeah,
it's funny. Like me and my girlfriend, we go there. We love that place, man. That cheesecake is crazy good,
out of
but the
nowhere.
place is always packed.
Yeah, it is
The place is
packed.
always packed. I mean,
Yes.
it's packed. It's a you know what? It's good food. It's priced right. It's not super high end, but it's good. It's just good, and that's just the way it is. Their food is good, everything's good there. The cheesecake is crazy good, and these guys got it dialed down. If you look at these companies that are really successful, look at freaking Wingstop. What is going
Wingstop.
on with Wingstop? Look
I
at
heard. So,
Wingstop. Right,
yeah.
these guys got this dialed down. They know the demographics. They know everything. They research these stores. They know exactly where to put them. They are just killing it.
Yeah.
Look
Yeah.
at this wing stop. I mean, they're just
Wings.
making wings. Where's Buffalo Wings? They're not doing anything. They're dying in the wind. These
Yeah.
guys, these guys are kicking butt, and they're getting that carry out. They're getting the DoorDash. DoorDash today reported earnings,
It did.
and they just topped up now. They're one of the biggest now, one of the biggest company that delivers food to people's homes.
Wow.
All right, DoorDash. Look at DoorDash. They had earnings today.
Yep. This is after hours. Yep.
Yeah, look at DoorDash. They're killing it.
Crazy. Yeah. Craziness. Uh,
So, it's all Wingstop.
it's all Wingstop.
I mean, it's not all Wingstop, but DoorDash. People want they want things delivered to them. They like it. The
Yeah.
younger people for sure. I mean, I see it. I see it. I see it.
Yeah.
When I look at this Wingstop, though, these guys, they really know what they're doing, man. They got this thing dialed in real good. And we were talking about that today in the office today. I was like, Wingstop, $300. I mean, they're making chicken wings, but
Yeah.
they're doing it right, man. I
Two
think this
two
thing goes higher.
2-2 reversal back up on the quarter
I
there
wouldn't be
right now.
surprised to see a split. I wouldn't be surprised. You see today somebody who's splitting today.
Uh, I don't know if they're gonna do it today, but BKNR, we talked about that.
Yeah, booking,
Yeah,
BKNG,
we.
booking. Yeah,
So I was talking
20,
about this
25 to 1.
25 to 1. Yep, yep. And uh, I was telling. So this comes up every once in a while on my scans, for the weekend shift, and I look at it and go, oh, possible 2-1-2, and I'm like, wait a minute, hold on. This is a $4,000 stock. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah,
I don't know.
right.
Yeah. I always tell people. I'm not insulting you and what you have in your account, but this is also $4,000. So we're gonna skip this one. We all laugh, but
Right. I
four,
brought this question up in the office the other day. Um, what happens if the S&P 500 goes to 1,000?
yeah, mm-hmm,
How,
yeah.
you can't split it.
You-
It's an index.
I was gonna
It
say,
cannot be
hasn't it
split.
been? It does. It's never been split ever, never.
I I don't believe it has.
Mm-hmm,
Grant, I got Grant working on that one. I'll get a good answer for you on that one. But
mm-hmm,
off the top of his head, he said, I don't think you can split it.
mm,
I don't think it could be split. So if the S&P 500 is at $1,000, I mean, there's only a certain kind of people that can trade that thing.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Options are gonna be crazy on
I
that.
mean, if
Mhm.
you look at it right now, about 80% of the richest people in the world hold 80% of all stocks. All
Mm-hmm.
right. And
Mm-hmm.
20% is people like us that
Yeah.
own stocks.
Yeah.
It's like we're just the inkling of really what's going on in the big picture.
That's true. That's
That's so
true.
true.
And that's
So,
and I bring that up too when when someone says Rob used to say the kind of the same thing, but well he did say the same thing, but he would say people get frustrated because they're like, well, every time I get into a stock it goes down, like they're out to get me, like on the people like you just said, the people that own 98% of the stocks, they're not trying to get specifically you, like they're not trying to get you, like they're maybe you picked the wrong entry, maybe you picked a different time or the wrong time to get in, but they're not out to get absolutely you,
right,
and
but they
yeah.
they
Hmm.
want they want to hold all the shares.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's what they want to do.
Yeah. So I
So
started working with
then they can make things move.
yeah. Yes, yes, they can. So I just pulled this up. When I started working with Rob, that was back in November 2019. Spy was 304 bucks,
Yeah.
$304, and I remember that being a big deal that we hit 300, and Rob talking a lot
Yeah.
about that. Yeah, and then there's COVID, and then just 400. Yeah, so there will be a time hopefully we'll still be doing this together, but there will be a time, you know, they unless something crazy stupid happens and it goes to the lows. But
Yeah.
yeah,
We need a big time correction, man.
yeah,
That's what I think. But that's probably I don't think that's going to happen on Trump's Trump's in the White House. I'll tell you that.
yeah.
Uh,
I guess I was saying he was doing, yeah, he's doing everything to keep it up, inflated to the
yeah,
highs.
for sure. It's
Yeah,
all about the 401ks and keeping everybody happy. All right, it's that
yeah,
simple.
yeah,
You know, that's the
yep,
base, baby. That's the base.
yep,
So this is a good thing. I mean, it's not a bad thing, we should have a strong market, but people should understand that you know, the certain group of people are holding most of the shares, you know.
yeah,
So like when you go to sell something short, you have to borrow shares. Where do you get them from?
mm-hmm,
All
yeah,
right. So
mm-hmm,
so it is what it is. But yeah, I would like to see for the market to break back down. At least I think now you notice we get these like April. That was a
mm-hmm.
that was like a mini crash, April of
Oh
25,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
And
People were
it turned
freaking out.
around in the same month and went right back up. I
Yeah,
think that's what we get now.
and
I wouldn't be sur- I wouldn't be surprised if we get another one of those this year.
that's what I was talking about with QQQ going 2-2 down on the month. Like I was waiting for SPY and Dow Jones did the same thing, but they didn't. Especially Dow, they did not. Dow did not even get close. But yeah, with SPY on the monthly, like I was waiting for this. It did take two down on the month, but it didn't really get going. And that's so we'll see in March. And I'm with you. We'll see what happens in March and April. Is that is this the new pattern? Is this the new take profit? Because it's always
Right.
been I from my observations, so it's always been September, August, October. That, excuse me, August, September, October. That was when we saw everybody take profits, but it hasn't been doing that.
Yeah, it seems like every once in a while we just get we just get a 3% dump. And then they sit
Yeah,
around for a couple of days and
yeah,
then they start to creep back up again. Just look at um not yesterday. Was it yesterday or was it Tuesday? I mean, we went down to the low of the SPY of the month
hmm,
here this
yeah,
week.
yeah,
Right there. Is that it?
yeah.
Is that the daily?
Yes, this is daily.
Right there. That's the low of the month.
Hmm,
675.87. That's exactly the number.
yeah,
All right. So we
hmm,
went down to the monthly low and look where we came right back up to. All
yeah,
right. And how about that double bottom right here on that one? Check out
yeah,
that double bottom right there on the SPY on the daily. Right there
hmm,
and right there. You see
yeah,
that? That's a
yes,
double bottom. That's within 1 penny.
yeah,
You see that? So
yes,
boom, you get the two back up here now. This tells me we probably go higher still from here.
yeah. Back into no man's land, right back. Even if we go back to the highs, I mean, that's exactly what we hit this, and are we going to go back down
I mean,
again?
that's a really nice double bottom within a penny.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. Yeah.
Yeah. So I was talking about that and saying, we should get a move back up to the upside, and we did. Right, got up to that highs on that daily, but then they started peeling off and they started taking some profits again. So yeah, these bars they look great, and the next thing they know, they're a shooter.
Yeah. Yep.
It's
Yep.
happening everywhere,
It's a
but
hot.
maybe a lot of them aren't going into force.
Yeah. It's been a hot mess. Let me see anything interesting
Yeah,
on our
I like it. Yeah, hot mess is right.
hot mess. Speaking of hot mess, Microsoft.
Oh,
Microsoft. Look at this
grandpa.
thing.
I call it
Wow.
grandpa. I call it grandpa.
Definitely.
Sleeping,
Yeah.
tired,
Yes.
laying on a chair,
Yep. Thinking about his
having a
life.
beer every now and again. It's freaking grandpa, man. Um, Gonna have a hard time getting through 400. Gonna get a harder time getting through 422 and 423. you could
Hmm.
see where the exhaustion risk went up there. I watched the stock very closely. You'll see where that made that move up to that 424. I don't know what day it was. Where's 424?
These are monthly charts. You want me to go to the daily?
Yeah, go to like a weekly or something, or maybe even right there. There you go. Where did it come up to 424 and then just turned around and sent them home packing? It
We got
had to
this one right
be.
here.
Oh, I'm looking here on mine. Let's see if I can find it. Yeah, just when it made that move up to 424, um, it was right here, 423.53 on the weekly from last week, right
Oh, okay, okay.
there.
Last week,
See
last
that?
week. Yeah.
So got up to there, and before that, the week before, it made a little bit of a higher high, sent them packing right back down.
Yeah.
See that?
Yeah.
Right back down. So we know that there's exhaustion risk around 425. All right. So I know that I'm not silly enough to think that Microsoft is going to stay down forever. Microsoft will come better. Um, but what I would say is that we get back up to this 423 and we hold there. That is our new support line, and that's it. We can't go below that anymore. All right. So that has to be once we get through that exhaustion risk and we got the troops up there, we're holding that line. Got to hold that line and then see if we can march any fair. You know, like I say all the time on the lag seven, they have not yet gotten their marching papers. All right.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
use a lot of war analogies in my chart and when I'm talking, but they haven't. They haven't gotten the papers yet. They haven't.
Yeah.
The generals haven't gotten the okay to go yet. And I thought maybe Apple was going to get going here, and man, Apple really fell apart.
I thought Apple was doing okay. Let me see here. It's been a while. Let's check it out.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I mean, from 288,
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. 288 and then
288,
yeah, show the lows, 2 down on the
I know all
month.
the numbers in my head.
Yeah. No,
Uh,
you're doing fantastic. You're on it tonight.
and
Definitely.
then, so then you're looking at, coming back down now.
Shooter. Forming a shooter on
Ah,
the month. Ugh.
until they get, until they, I don't, I think, it's a million stories why AI isn't doing what AI is doing. Here's one for I'll give you this, and hopefully, maybe we'll get some looks out of this one. All right, a group of stocks that have made a massive move to the upside, um, and it's and well, first one you could pull up is look at the CEG, Charlie Eddie George, Constellation Energy Group. All right, so after the two down on the weekly,
Yeah.
and then you got the two up, and now it's coming shooter back down
Yeah.
on the weekly.
Yeah.
Okay, so now go to OKLO. That's Oklahoma, where the winds come sweeping across the plain.
Uh, yes. Shooter on the
All
month.
right, now
Shooter on the
look
month.
at the weekly.
Hmm.
We're looking for the 212 to break that down. We would go back into the $50 range. It hasn't traded there for over a year.
Wow.
All
Jeez.
right, so we're looking for Oklahoma to break and bring us back into these lower prices here. And
Hmm.
what do we have? We have a 1 week. You see that?
Yeah.
You got
Yes.
one's red and one's green.
Hmm.
All
Yeah.
right. So
Yes.
what I'm looking for is and the month is kind of playing ball. The month is playing ball. It's two down.
Yeah.
It's two down. It's two down. All right. So I'm looking for Oklahoma to break to the downside and get back into these 50s. back into the 50s, somewhere in here. If we can break below that, just looking at that monthly right now, you break below there, you start hitting 59, and then you can see your magnitudes coming down from there on the weekly. Um, I think you get this thing down into the 50s. There's going to be a reversal trigger somewhere in there. And look at the it was at the $198.
Yeah. Looking at 2-2 reversal back down on the quarter. And like you said right there, if it hits magnitude, that's $50. 50.63.
Yeah. So
50.63 dead on.
I'm watching those. I'm watching those really closely. I'm watching two other ones with it. The SMR, Sam Mary Roger. That one's butt's been kicked royally. On if you pull up a
SMR.
SMR, SMR's gotten its butt kicked royally.
Yeah.
Down to
Wow.
$14 now. Okay, this
Jeez.
thing's been punished. All
Jeez.
right, under pressure, right, everywhere.
Yeah.
So this is another one. These are nuclears, okay? These
Okay.
guys are building these nuclear reactors. They're not going to be done until 2035. These
Wow.
things got so far ahead of themselves, and it might never see 198 again.
Yeah. Yeah, it
It
may never.
never.
Yeah.
It may
Yeah.
never see it again. But I'll tell you this, it's starting to create exhaustion risk to the downside, and I'm looking for some more of that. I want some more of that exhaustion, and I'd like if we can shake some more of these guys out of here with the 2 month down, shooter down on the month on the first month on January, triggers two down on month. Now we
Yeah.
need to get this back down to the lows and triangle out. And if we do this, if we triangle out this month, we will take the two down on the weekly. And then we look for a setup somewhere in there. Hopefully, maybe we can get back down to 55, 54, somewhere in that neighborhood. We will definitely be focused in on trying to get in somewhere in there. All right, these have come down really good from where they've been. So keep an eye. And then CCJ.
CCJ.
CCJ is another one. Cameco.
Okay. I
This is a good one. We might get some likes out of this one. Who are these guys?
Yeah.
What are they talking about?
What is this?
Look at this one, $113. This thing was up good today.
What in the world? I've
CCJ.
never heard of this.
Kamiko
Crazy.
was Kamiko was up today.
Yeah.
Up, I could see right now it's up $3.56. This guy's throwing a ratchet in the whole thing right now. All right, get out of here.
Yeah. Never
All
heard
right,
of this one.
so how's it looking on the week? It
It did
got better.
go
It got
it did go two down, but coming back up, two back up on the day, coming back up green. Hmm.
Yeah. So this one's kind of it's kind of throwing a curveball at us on that one.
Yeah.
Uh, but Oklahoma and SMR.
Yeah.
Uh, Something's going to happen down there. I just don't know. I'm really hoping for the break. I,
Hmm.
I want, I want, I want the month to bottom out, and then I feel even better about it. But I might not get that.
Yeah.
And if we don't get that, then we're not going to get that magnitude that we need to get back up.
Hmm.
You got to
Yeah.
really get everybody out. You got to make sure everyone's dead. You got to kill everybody. Everybody's got to be dead.
Yeah.
And then, and then I think you could get a move now. Like I said, now the CCJ moved up. That one moved up. Another one I can give you here is Victor Sam Tom, Vister. So here's another one. VST.
Yeah. Okay.
There's another one.
Someone else was talking about VST. Okay.
Yeah, this stock is this one's really good. But from 219 down to 170. I got shooter coming down on week now, so that's nice. Maybe we can trigger. That's a nice shooter down on the week. That maybe that could go into force. We could break out all that business and get back down there.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
they're trying to get them to the point where they capitulate. That's the same
Hmm.
thing that's going on with the lag seven. We got to get them down to a point where they capitulate, and then that's it. And then there's nothing left, you know.
Yeah,
Then that's when things will turn. Um, so, but these ones, I like these. I like where they're at right now. I'm hoping for lower. I need some lower prices, and then I would feel better about it. Um, and then again, if you're going to take a position on it, you have to do it on a weekly.
yeah, yeah. I agree. I agree. Um, I don't want to get stuck in something that I get chopped around in, or it goes
Yeah,
against me real hard.
exactly.
Yeah. Hmm.
Like you said it earlier, it's like once you start to go back up, you got to get that weekly in there. You gotta know that there's buyers in there,
Yeah.
and and make sure that they're hanging around still.
Yeah.
So I
Yeah. 'Cause
just
like,
think there's value in those right down there right now. I think they're trading at a discount.
okay, okay. Like a CNC sound machine right here. Well, this is Century. Anyway, I call this one CNC sound machine. This is a good one for us on the weekend shift watch list. 2-2 reversal or 2-1-2 back up. And here's your days. And here's your 60s. That's the kind of stuff I want. Like I if Adam this the month could be red, but at least give me a reversal on the week that I can hold on to, and it works through the days, and it works through the 60s, and I can I can sit there. I don't have to keep jumping around. I don't want to jump around. I don't like
Yeah,
that.
it's the two up is still stuck inside the week.
Yeah, it is. It is.
That's a nice 2-1 too.
Yeah, it is. Uh,
This one was I just we were looking at this one just popped up the other day. I just saw it.
hmm Yep.
I
And
saw I don't think I saw the 2 day up. I think I saw the 3-2 down is what I saw.
it is climbing up this wall of woe on the month, so it ain't doing the best on it is moving up, but it is stuck in all of this. But
Oh, in the monthly.
yeah, but
Oh
at least,
yeah.
yeah, at least,
Momo Hammer.
yeah, yeah. So I'm saying at least lets me know that the buyers really want to keep working this. So that's good.
Rob loved those Momo Hammers.
Yeah, yep, yep. They work.
He did. He liked those Momo Hammers.
Uh,
That's not
and
bad. That one doesn't look bad.
yeah, no, I like that one a lot.
Try to get back into the year. Trying to be somebody again here.
Yeah,
I like it.
yeah,
That
yep.
looks pretty good. I'm gonna watch that one just on the week. I ain't gonna look at any other time frame
Okay. Okay.
until.
CNC also 2-1-2 up on the quarter.
Oh, I didn't see that.
Two up, two one
It
two up
gets
on the
better.
quarter. They really want to keep going.
2-1-2 on the quarter. Stuck in the middle with you.
There you go.
It's a
That's awesome.
little indecisive.
You know what I'm gonna do? Let me do this real quick before I forget. I'm gonna put OKLO and usual suspects. Remember that usual suspects list?
Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
Dude, is that's Trend Spider, huh?
Oh yeah. Yep.
Oh man, this is that's really nice.
Yeah, it's pretty slick.
I'm
Um,
I'm tired of Thinkorswim.
Let me know in the description. There's a where's my usual suspects?
I mean,
There's a
the guy who lives right down the block from me here.
yeah, you need to talk to him because if you want a discount, there's a link in the description. That's what I want to say on the thing. But yeah, you got to get a hold of Dan. Get a hold of Dan. Like, hey,
Yeah, I know.
we're keeping the strat going. Let me get you know the
Yeah, you
hookup.
got to put a good word in for me with Dan over there.
Yeah, no, I should. You would love it. So
Stratologist.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Seriously, that'd be awesome. And then for everybody else, JJ knows what's going on, but for everybody else, usual suspects is a watch list that Rob used to use a lot when, let's just say, you got all these other watch lists that we're looking at, utilities, you got the main, sectors and things like that. let's just say there's nothing happening. Like we don't know what's, it's a mess out there. He would go to the usual suspects list and he would go through. These are stocks that necessarily don't fit into a sector, even though these are all nuclear. But they're just, but they're moving. You know, maybe there's the Googles, there's the Tesla, PayPal. What sector is PayPal in? Right? So,
Yeah.
Firm is one of them. Upstart used to be one that
I
we would
saw
look.
Robinhood in there.
Yep, that was one that we used to look. Tradoc, well, T-Doc is we don't mess with it.
Robinhood's come down a lot from the highs, man, from one and
Yeah,
a quarter.
yeah, it
I'm
has, it
watching that
has.
one. I'm watching
Yeah,
that one.
Hood
She ain't
has
going
been
back up as fast as she used to.
nah straight back to the lows. So that's interesting. So like I said, for everybody else, these are Crocs. Like, what sector is Crocs in? Right, probably retail. But anyway,
Yeah,
um,
it's retail. Yeah, they've got the
yep,
shoes,
yeah, they got the ugly
the
shoes.
rubber shoes. They just had earnings.
They did. Okay, okay.
Yeah, they just had earnings last week.
Yep, that
Uh,
that explains
they're
this.
holding up there on that daily. They're holding
Yeah.
up there. That's when they reported on the gap.
Mm-hmm.
See the gap up? That was the
Yep.
that was the earnings, and it
Yep.
seems to be holding up there all right.
Doing pretty good.
Yeah, that's not a discretionary. That's an actual retail stock,
Okay. Yeah, yeah.
Just
Okay,
like
okay.
Walmart.
Roku, I've been trying to hold on the Roku and I had to get rid of it. It's just too much.
I
Roblox.
just don't
Mhm.
understand why people need it. What do you need Roku for? To get into
Yeah.
what does it do
It's Roku was a thing before all the it was like it's a remote
before the
control
smart TVs? Before
for
the
the smart
smart
TVs,
TVs.
but now all the smart TVs have the apps already built on the TV. So now you don't
Yeah.
really need the Roku controller anymore. So it's just kind of a little bit
But
of an obsolete.
some people just love the Roku and they're not like not giving it up for some reason. I don't
Yeah.
know what that's all about.
We got to talk about MicroStrategy. We got to, oh, excuse me, not MicroStrategy, strategy. We got to talk about this. So MSTR.
Yeah, the Bitcoin is man,
Oh my goodness. I got an idea. Let's put all our
who,
money into Bitcoin. It's going to be great.
yeah, who who killed Kenny?
They said this thing is his position is was it 3 million in negative, something like that, maybe in Bitcoin. Maybe
Oh,
it's
this
probably,
guy, the guy from Mister.
yeah, yeah,
Ugh.
yeah. Let me see here. Let's see if I can find it in here.
Oh
Maybe
man,
maybe it's in the news, maybe it's not. But yeah, it's a huge.
who's trying to destroy Bitcoin? Huh.
Yeah, that's another thing too. Yeah. Well, they
I mean,
gotta.
what's going on with this thing, man?
I think it's like anything else. They gotta make money on it somehow. So they're taking their profits and then everybody sells and then it.
I think the next move that makes up, maybe back up to 80 or something like
Yeah.
that.
Hmm.
If you get another nice move to the upside, I have a little bit of Bitcoin.
Okay.
I sold some at 100,000.
Hmm.
Okay, and then now they dropped down another 40. Um, so I'd say that if we get a reversal and this thing starts to go back up, I think I would buy a bunch more, and then when it starts to capitulate somewhere up here around 80,
Hmm.
I'm out. I'm out.
Okay.
I'm out. I'm out for good because I just don't know. I just don't know what's going on with Bitcoin. I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe somebody else has got a better coin.
Oh, maybe. I
Maybe
don't know.
somebody's got a better coin,
That's not it.
if you
What's a
know what I
good?
mean.
What's a
I
good?
don't
Yeah.
know.
Yeah.
It's strange, man. This thing is really taking a hit,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
But it's done it before. It's people say, "Oh, Bitcoin's down 50,000, it's down 50%." It has been down 50% before. This is not
Hmm.
their first rodeo.
Yeah. No, you're right. You're right.
So you got to look for another move to the upside. The question is when, you
Win.
know,
Yeah.
you know,
Yep.
I it's if the market goes down, the Bitcoin typically follows. Um,
Yeah.
now the Bitcoin's down and the markets are kind of down. We're not down too much off the highs, but I'll
Hmm.
tell you one thing, it's been a hell of a time to get back up to these highs right
Yeah.
now.
Hmm. Yeah.
We're having a real hard time getting back to the highs on the S&P 500 right now. Now, so they threw in the towel and said, "Let's go get the diamonds. It's a hell of a lot easier." Right? So they went and got the Dow up. And they backed off immediately too.
Yeah.
Um, the industrials had to get their day. I mean, look at that cat tractor alone is pretty much the one that what drove everything up.
Yeah, well, yeah, that's what I was trying to show with when I was talking about Dow earlier with the watch list. There's only 30 stocks in there, and uh, but there's only 30 stocks in there, but the way it covers so many different sectors, it's a good list. Like I tell people all the time, if you don't know what universe you should start with, or you don't have one of your own, go to Dow. You got it there. It covers banks, it covers consumer staples, it covers technology, it covers healthcare. There's all kind of three, four
It
shit.
it also does all of our defense stocks
Yeah.
and and
Hmm.
um and our satellite stocks,
Yeah. Yep.
ASTS.
Hmm.
Uh, I got one for you here. IRDM,
IRDN.
Iridium.
IR?
Yeah, IRDM,
DM. M.
Iridium.
All right. Cool. Very good.
Looks
So up
pretty
on the
good.
month.
It's moving up pretty nicely.
Yep.
Can't
Two.
seem to take the week up here.
Yeah. Yeah, that is weird. You see this, and then you look at the week and go, come on, man, what are you doing?
Stalled out. Yeah,
Yeah.
totally.
Weird.
Um, so I think he's waiting for some other ones to join the party. I have one more that I'll give you.
All right.
George, Sam, Apple Tom,
Okay. Ghetto Blaster. What you got? Global Star.
GSAT.
GSAT. Two down on the month.
Look
All
look
right.
back into history, man. See where it's been.
Wow. Oh man,
$3
what is
stock.
this?
Yeah, look at this thing.
Wow.
Yeah, it's been a
Two,
wild ride.
2006. Wow.
So I'm in this one. I've got it a little lower. I haven't added. I'm
Uh-huh.
waiting to see if the month can start to play ball. You got an inside quarter that's red
Hmm.
and stuck in the middle, and your monthly is shooter down, but it's
Yeah.
staying green, so it's still positive. All right, so looking for GSAT to get back up to these highs. It's 61.92. Looking to triangle that just on the. I'm looking at an hourly right now. I don't know how they got that, but um, looking at the monthly.
Yeah.
I got the
Mhm.
clear. You see the month now?
Yeah, yeah. Yep.
It's hammering back up.
Yep.
All right.
Yep.
So I think this one. I think these satellite stocks. They might have their year. Maybe we'll
Yeah.
see. I like that
Awesome.
Iridium because it's $23. It's a cheaper one. And then Sirius Satellite SIRI. That one's kind of that one's kind of garbagey right now. It's not really that great right now. SIRI. That's space too.
Yeah.
SIRI.
Mm. Yeah.
That Elon Musk just making so much money out of that SpaceX. It's just a money making machine for that
Yeah.
guy. And now
What's
he's
it?
gonna do another IPO.
Oh, yeah.
SPCE.
Oh, space. Okay.
Yeah, space. Yeah,
Virgin Galactic. Yeah.
Virgin Galactic.
That's it.
The shooter down on month. It's just not. It's not playing ball.
No.
It's garbagey. It's sitting here at sitting down here at this. Oh, space. I'm looking at the wrong one. Sorry, right there. SPCE. Yeah, this thing, $3, right? I
Yeah.
should get back up to $3 here at some point. This one is flat. There's nothing
Yeah.
to, it's this one I don't follow too much, but it's just in there with the group. And then there's that one that you gave me, ASTS.
Mm-hmm.
Um, that
Yep.
one is, I think this thing gets back up again I like the month with the 2-1
Yeah.
with the 2-1
Mm-hmm.
in the red. I like that. I like that right there. And then I got, what, do I have another one? Yeah, I got one more here. I got two more. SATS, SATs. That's your year right there. SATs, you see it on the,
Nice.
there you go. What do you think of that?
That's good. I like that.
Yeah, you like that week,
Yes. Got some buyers
right?
in
The week
there.
looks good. That week looks
Yes. Echo
good.
Star. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Echo Star. That's exactly right. That's what it
Yep.
is, right? Look at that with the 2-1-1 on the weekly. All right. I like this one too. I do not have a position in it. So that's a good one. You like that one? And I got one more for you. Okay, here. Victor Sam, Apple Tom.
Oh, VSAT. Yeah. VSAT to the highs. Yeah.
Look at the two
And it's
one
got some
week.
it's got some room on that. Yes.
Yeah.
I like
You like
that.
that?
I like this because it's got more. It can go. It can keep going. And it's
Right.
already moving. We took out these guys. Now let's see if we can go talk to $68.95, that I like that a lot. Yeah, I like this one a lot. Mhm. Let's go to the
All right.
quarter. Quarter, yeah, look at them quarters. Jeez. Look at the year. Two
Quarters
up on
up.
the year. Yeah, two up on the year. Quarters up. I like this one a lot. I like this one a lot. The buyers are in this one. Yes.
Yeah.
Hmm. Yep.
Yeah.
I like it.
But I'm just waiting for it to kind of drop down a little bit. Today it kind of gave up a little bit.
Just a little.
Yeah, just a little, yeah. But
W-
sometimes you're only going to get a little. 2-1 inside. 2-1.
Well,
Yeah,
that's
you'll probably get more than likely you'll get more, but you know the story. All right,
yeah,
so I like those, and I like those Oklahomas and those nuclear stocks. Keep an eye on those. I think might get some traction on that, but
yeah,
got it. We
fantastic.
gotta we gotta we gotta break them down lower. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I appreciate you being here, JJ. Usually we do we look for, the rest of February and March, but yeah, I think we're both saying the same thing. We just need to wait for the next quarter, see what we're looking at. Not necessarily next quarter, but the next month, see where we open up in March. Do we start going to the lows? Does it start breaking down, or does it just keep, banging around at the highs? We'll see. Um,
Yeah, I think what we should do is considering that we're probably doing this one a little bit early
mhm.
because we still got a week.
Yeah.
So I think when we go into March, maybe we should do like after that first week of March.
Okay. I like it. See
And
what
then
see what
see
opens.
see how
Okay.
March see how that first week of March sets up.
Let them
Um,
open. Let them open.
yeah, well, right. You got to let a week go by. You got to let a week go by. Let them open.
I like
So,
it.
yeah. So let's plan on that. Let that first week of March go by, and then we'll take another look at that second week of July, and that's where we'll do the next monthly, and then see how
Fantastic.
things are shaping up. So we're giving ourselves 2 whole weeks, and we can get back and look at these stocks again.
Yep.
Watch Nike go up to $70.
Yep. Nike and nuclear. That's what we're getting. That's what we're buying. We're getting shoes and we're getting nuclear. Yep.
Yeah, yeah, it's not bad. Hey, you know what? It's better than being in the leg 7.
I love it. Thank you so much, JJ. I'll talk to you later. See you guys. Thank you so much. You
All
guys have
right,
a good weekend. I'll talk to you later.
all right, man.